Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. Interesting story. I'm going to try to get through this somewhat in a timely manner for you guys. You have basically another sad story. Just a sad situation, to tell you the truth. Individual, her name is Adriana Cobb Williams, I believe. Yes, 31 years old. She was a teacher and also a cheer coach, I believe so, or just a coach. But she's ended up having an inappropriate relationship with a student. That student, being a senior, may have been 18 or turned 18 somewhere in that school year. Sad that you're even accused of having an inappropriate relationship, and she was even charged. She was arrested, put on she put a bond out. She got bond, $2,000 bond, not too bad. This story essentially has been going on for about a year now and been indicted. She just put in a not guilty plea, which that could change if she's offered any other plea deals where she doesn't have to serve any jail time, or she can probably not register as a sex offender. Maybe she takes a plea deal. But just a sad story. To even be accused of a situation like that is extremely sad. And you're an authoritative, you're in authority. You're a teacher. You're in a supervisory role where you're overseeing students and you are having relationships with them. And the things she's accused of doing are counts 1 and 2. She could basically go to jail from I believe it's 1 to 20 years for each count. So that's a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's assault, so that's violent. That's a violent crime. If it's an assault, that's a violent crime. I mean, and she did put not guilty. So she pled not guilty as of now. So if you're going on remorse, right? She's showing zero remorse for her actions, and she was indicted on this. So it's like, once you're indicted, that's a wrap. Charges have already been delegated out, and now you've been indicted, and here comes the next thing that normally comes is a sentencing, right? And that's the only thing we're missing right now. And it's kind of been drawn out, and once again, innocent until proven guilty. But when situations like this, start happening, you kind of have to start realizing what reality is. And it's almost like a mental health awareness, you know what I'm saying? Like, heads up, because you can almost see, even in the videos that I posted, right, that I got up there for you guys, it's like you can almost see like the exaggerated smile, the dancing, all this stuff is kind of over the top. And to tell you the truth, like, she got some of her fame from TikTok, and I believe it was a COVID-19 when that thing happened. All the kids was let out of school. They were doing everything like over the computers. And then when they got back into school, I believe she makes a rap video, choreographed it, has dance moves, and it kind of blew up on TikTok. And then it almost turned into like a challenge where people were mixing and matching it, doing their own thing to it. She even gets put on the local news channel. So it's like, now it's essentially covert, where it's like you're not out in the open. You're very deceptive. You're trying to you're trying to have some type of acute level of secrecy with what you're doing, but then it's overt because you're like a teacher. You're like well recognized, but yet still you feel like you can move and have relationships. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, innocent until proven guilty. And I don't see any remorse, right? So literally at this point, with the evidence that they do have, it's literally not looking good. It just isn't, right? But you gotta watch situations like this, man, because you leave your kids, and she was a senior. I don't care. You're leaving your kids around somebody who's supposed to be teaching them and showing them how to do how to do things a certain way, the right way. but yet still you have to worry about situations like this taking place, and we can't act like these things don't happen. It's very sad, period. If a man had did something like this or was accused of doing something like this, it would almost be held to a higher standard and the scrutiny would be higher. And just because she's a female, you know, it almost seems like, to tell you the truth, right, it does seem like, you know, hey, maybe it's some leniency here. I don't know if it's because of her fame. It does look like this is somebody who probably wouldn't do something like this, but it's like, it's silly when you look at the actions. And I believe she was posting a lot of stuff on her TikTok of her students doing those dance challenges. Since this has come out, she since has taken down all those videos and put up videos of her husband and her kid that she has. So I mean, that's what she's doing. Yeah, you gotta save face some type of way. It just doesn't look really good, man. Not at all. There's a write-up. I could let me get this write-up over here. And you know what I mean, it when we talk about, like, you know, someone being a predator, this is definitely like predatory behavior. You feel me? And I'm not trying to, I mean, once again, you know, innocent till proven guilty, like I say. But if this comes back, and if it comes back and, hey, she's proven and found out to be innocent, you know, it's like, whoa, what then, right? I'm not too sure what evidence they do have. With the information we got right here, it just doesn't seem like, it seems like it's wrapped and it's finished, right? That's just what I got. But essentially, like, it looks like she was coerced, right? It looks like there's some coercion done, you know. And I mean, that's essentially, like, you know, it doesn't have to be like a physical act of violence, but it could be a threat. It could be, you know, you just forcing your will, forcing someone to, you know, basically forcing someone, let me make sure I'm using the right, against their will. That's what I was looking for. Forcing someone against their will. So I mean, that's violent assault. Those are the charges. That's violent. You talk about, you know, a super predator, even though that was debunked, right? That theory in the 90s. But that's somebody showing no remorse. You know, someone willing to act in violence and then show no remorse. So you got those two components right there. Right. But let's get this right up. Audriana Williams, 31, was arrested on 2 counts of sexual assault by teacher, principal, assistant principal, other men. She posted a $2,000 bond Tuesday afternoon. The Dougherty County school system issued the following statement Tuesday afternoon in light of her charges. Audriana Williams, a former Dougherty County school system teacher, was charged by the Dougherty County School System Police Department with 2 counts of sexual assault by persons with supervisory or disciplinary authority. The charges were filed as the result of an investigation into allegations of inappropriate relationship with the student. So that's how it's looking. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think she's innocent? Tell the truth. It's almost, that's what I say, it's almost hard for me to speak on this because it's still ongoing. An investigation is still ongoing. The trial is still ongoing, right? And it's hard for me to even speak on it. But the way it looks, it just, I mean, I don't know this person. It's hard for me to say, you know what, I believe that she did not do that, right? Her boisterous social media presence, I don't know if it says otherwise, but so far it just doesn't look believable. You know what I'm saying? It looks like it's kind of one big joke, and then it turned into like a very sad story. You know, that's just how it's looking at the end of the day. But you have to watch. You have to watch your surroundings 24/7. You can't just be hanging around, you know what I'm saying, and be so freely. You gotta, you know, and it's sad to say, but I mean, that's something that you're gonna have to, you know, it's sad, because how can you prepare for something like that? Yeah, especially when you're talking about a kid. Very sad story, but hey, check this out. Look, man, if you like this type of stories, man, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thumb up the video, man. I appreciate you guys swinging by, and hope to see you guys back here pretty soon. Peace, man. I'm out.